Hi, everybody. Welcome to Dan on Sports. I'm going to get right to it. The New York Giants need to clean house. I mean, wipe everybody out. The coaching staff, the general manager, the front office, they need to start from scratch. Now, I know that's going to drive some people crazy because here we go again, another rebuild with the New York Giants. Well, couple of notes. First of all, the Giants do have some talent on the roster this time around, but the present staff does not know how to nurture that talent. I'm disappointed in Mike Kafka. I thought that he might be the one who would check all the boxes. Young coach, interviewed for several head coaching jobs. He might be the one who could turn the Giants around. Well, he lost his first two games in heartbreaking fashion as the defense blew both those games. But the game on Monday night against the Patriots was an embarrassment. The Giants were embarrassed by the Patriots on Monday night. And I'm not taking anything away from New England. Mike Vrabel has done a tremendous job of turning that team around. I mean, if he's not the coach of the year, there should be an investigation. And he's also demonstrated, by the way, you can turn a franchise around quickly with the right people running the show. And that's what the Giants have to do now. I thought Kafka would do it. Like I said, he's young, interviewed for several jobs, had made a positive impression, handles the media well. I understand he was thrust right into this miserable situation with the Giants, and I wanted to give him that chance. I wanted him to be the next head coach of the New York Giants, but this is just an interim situation, and he is going to have to be thrown out with the rest of the staff. It's as simple as that. I mean, the Giants were totally unprepared against the Patriots. The final score was 33-15, and the game wasn't that close. It was over before it was over. It was just an embarrassment. I mean, the Patriots, the way they just hit the Giants, and that was a clean hit on Jackson Dart. And that's the one area where the Giants have to really sit down with Dart and provide more discipline and say you cannot play with reckless abandon. This is not Ole Miss. This is not the SEC. This is not college football. You're not playing for Lane Kiffin, who obviously has left for LSU. That's not the point. The point is he's not getting the right instruction. Unfortunately, Kafka is not the coach for Dart. They're going to have to bring in a veteran, whether it's a Mike McCarthy or somebody who knows how to run the show, because this group isn't it. And Joe Shane is going to have to go too, because you look at some of his draft choices and you begin to scratch your head. He didn't build the organization the way it should have been built. And remember when the Giants made the playoffs that first year under Dable and Shane, they did it with the players from the previous regime. This group has had 4 years to get it right, and they haven't. And when you see other franchises turn it around quickly, dare I say the Patriots, dare I say the Carolina Panthers, dare I say the Indy Colts, if you're a Giants fan, you get very frustrated to see year after year, here are the Giants through 13 weeks, 2-11. Here are the Giants through 13 weeks, 2-11. You get sick of it. This is a signature franchise, one of the reasons the NFL became what it has become, the most popular sports league in the world. And the Giants are an embarrassment. They were absolutely embarrassed. I didn't expect that the Giants would go out and beat New England the way the Patriots have been playing, although I thought they would cover, and I thought maybe they had an outside chance at winning. That game was over in the first 5 minutes. That's an embarrassment. And the way the Patriots, I mean, they did everything except literally laugh in the faces of or figuratively laugh in the faces of the Giants, because literally they did the way they were knocking them all over the field. Just an embarrassment. So they're going to have to clean house. They go into the bye week. They won't be playing football again until not this coming weekend, but the weekend after. And it's going to be this regime to finish out the season. I understand that co-owner John Mara has some very difficult health issues which have to be taken care of. But you have a situation, by the way. The Giants' final game of the season is against the Dallas Cowboys. You have a situation where if the Cowboys are still in the running for the playoffs, final game of the season, you could have that stadium, MetLife Stadium, filled with Cowboys fans everywhere you look in Giants Stadium. And the Maras don't want to see that. The Tisches don't want to see that. But you could have that situation. You really can. You could have a situation where MetLife Stadium is going to be filled to capacity with Cowboys fans. That's how far this once signature franchise has sunk. There's just no reason for it. These other franchises are turning things around. The Giants have to do the same. I'll tell you what, they are at a crossroads. The history of this franchise is at a crossroads. If they don't get the next hire right, and by that I mean from the next hire, I mean coach and general manager. They have to clean house. Again, getting back to Abdul Carter. That's on Shane's watch. Abdul, can you show up to a meeting? You've got a new defensive coordinator on top of it, and you can't show up for the meeting? What a bust he's turning out to be. And he wanted Lawrence Taylor's number? Are you kidding me? No. The Giants have to clean house. Clean house and bring in an entire regime. And if it's the right people calling the shots, the turnaround will be quicker than you think because there is some talent in place. Now you need the right crew to nurture that talent and also do a good job with this upcoming draft. Kafka had his chance. Shane had more than his chance. Time to clean house. That's going to do it for Dan on Sports. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. See you later.